Hello everyone, my name is Washington, and this is a Nintendo 64. The 64-bit home console with 4-player multiplayer support made by Sega was pretty weird. This thing's kind of weird. The only reason why you might know that this exists is because either A, your knees creak whenever you bend down, or B, you're completely delusional and you wanted to play a Nintendo console from before you were born to try and live a simpler time. I was option B. But as much as people dunk on this guy for being just odd looking, this thing was actually pretty innovative. This thing is kind of like a modern day PC, being that this console has upgradable RAM. This is the jumper pack, and it comes with every standard Nintendo 64 ever. It gives the console 4 megabytes of RAM to work with, and the console cannot work without at least 4 megabytes of RAM. You could also buy this separately. This is the Nintendo 64 Memory Expansion Pack. This gives the console 8 megabytes of RAM to work with. There are a lot of games for the Nintendo 64 that don't really use this accessory at all. It's completely useless in most games, but most games that do use them need over 4 megabytes of RAM. They use this little expansion pack thingy, and it just makes a lot of games run great. I highly recommend watching this video essay about these packs made by Stop Skeletons from Fighting. I'll put a link in the description. It's a video essay about these guys. It is just super informative. I love that video. I've seen it like 50 times. If you open this flap here, you can insert either 4 megabytes of RAM for the console to work with, or you can insert 8 megabytes of RAM for the console to work with. Now, like I said before, this console needs at least one of these packs to be in the console to run a game. So I thought, what would happen if I put a game in the N64, turned it on, and while the game was running, I would take one of these packs out. I've never seen this documented on YouTube before, so I'm gonna document it myself. Here's some close-up shots on the jumper pack with that little sticker on top. You see that purple sticker? Fun fact, that sticker has been on that jumper pack since it first came out at retail. So, that sticker has been on the jumper pack for nearly 30 years. And this is a close-up shot on the N64 Expansion Pack. Remember, this is the upgradable RAM. The previous jumper pack was 4 megabytes of RAM. This is 8 megabytes of RAM. You see that iconic red top with the kind of like shower drain type holes in the top. I think that's a pretty quirky design. The first game we're going to be testing today is called World Driver Championship. This game does not use the expansion pack in any way possible, so I'm just going to plug the memory pack into the console, run the game, and see what happens when I take the memory pack out. Okay, not very impressive on the visuals. Nothing happened on the TV, it just went totally gray. Next game. This is South Park, and you can play the game with both the memory pack and the expansion pack if you can chuck up the extra bones. First, we'll see what happens when we run the game and take out the memory pack. Okay, cool. We got a little vertical line design. Next thing we're going to do is run the game while the expansion pack is inside of it and see what happens when we take the expansion pack out. Cool. So there's a bit of a pattern. It's very linear. It's very liney. Last game on our list is the last variant of memory expansion pack needing games, Donkey Kong 64. You can only play this game if you have the higher quality memory expansion pack. The regular memory pack won't cut it. You need those 4 more megabytes of RAM. Okay, and let's see what happens when we take the expansion pack out. Oh, it just flippin' looks like all the other line art stuff. Man, this video is kind of anticlimactic. Actually, there's a secret you can do with the expansion pack. If you put the expansion pack in your console and start playing GoldenEye on this specific level, and take out the expansion pack while you're playing, you do not need the expansion pack at all to run this copy of the game. I don't know what's going on with it. It's some sort of weird glitch, and oh, we're playing Mario Bros. On the N64 now. That's not possible. Just kidding. I jest. All of that GoldenEye stuff was fake. I was just playing a tape. But that's the end of the experiment. Thanks for watching. I don't really know how to end everything, so I'll just end everything now. Who knows? Maybe this video will cut out in the middle of my sentence.